Attorney General's office has released this year's top 10 consumer complaints. While most of the complaints are down, one type of complaint is on the rise. Local News 8's Luke Jones here to break things down for us. Luke?
Well, Carol, take a look at all these numbers. They're all falling, but once you get up to motor vehicles up here, that's the one thing that's rising this year. Motor vehicles also happen to account for the single largest category of complaints this year, so we wanted to know why, and tonight we're getting answers.
When you buy a car, are you getting more than you bargained for?
They want the car and they want it right now.
Some consumers so desperate for that shiny new ride, they take out loans to pay for it. And those loans come with strings attached.
Sometimes the cheapest rate isn't the best rate.
Mike Morrison is vice president of the Bank of Commerce. He says the lending business is hotter than ever, but consumers need to make sure they're dealing with legitimate lenders and favorable loans.
Sometimes you get lured in with a really good deal, and then once you get through the process or sign the dotted line, there's hidden fees or costs associated with that.
Morrison says one of the best things you can do is to ask a lot of questions.
What are the fees? Are there any penalties? Things like that, so you know up front beforehand what you're getting into.
The same rules apply to home loans. Luckily, Morrison says a lot of the mortgages taken out nowadays are a lot more solid than those of a few years ago.
The new qualified mortgage rules that have been in place, it's changed the process some. The underwriters are more thorough than the investors, ask a lot more questions.
And according to the Attorney General's office, one big complaint against homeowners this year was difficulty negotiating a loan modification. Now, for vehicles, a lot of people were complaining about extended warranty contracts and repairs. Live in the studio, I'm Luke Jones.
All right, thank you, Luke. One other big point of contention, the sales practices at local car dealerships.